Buyers want your house, they don't want your memories. And so we're back with another market truth that sellers need to hear. This is one of the hardest conversations I have with my sellers. Because once you make the decision to move, it becomes very difficult to separate what the home has meant to you and your family to how the market's going to view it. Now, I've had this conversation countless times. For some, this is the first major purchase in their life. For others, this was the purchase they made after overcoming a difficult period in their life. For many, this is where they started their family, raised their children, celebrated holidays, and created memories that they'll never forget. Those moments matter. They should. They're a part of your story. But let's consider this for a moment. The market doesn't pay extra for your memories, and the buyer isn't purchasing your story, they're trying to create their own. So once you recognize that distinction, it becomes a little easier to separate your emotions, which can become one of your biggest obstacles during the process. Now, this is where a good realtor earns their keep, not by just putting a sign in the yard, but by honoring what the home meant to you while preparing it and making it appeal to the next owner. Because those are two very different things. The goal isn't to erase your memories. The goal is to create enough space for someone else to start imagining theirs. And when that happens, buyers stop looking at a house. They start looking at their future. And that's where offers come from. Selling a house is emotional, and it should be, but it's also a business transaction. And knowing how to lead with emotion and when to lead with strategy can have a very different impact on the outcome. So I'm curious what you think. If you were selling your home tomorrow, what would be the hardest thing to let go of? Would it be the house itself, removing the personal touches you created, or will you just see it as part of the process itself? Let me know your thoughts. Love to hear them in the comments. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, I'd love to have that conversation with you.